It's Madden NFL 22, and tonight's clash of conferences is just moments away. It's the Chiefs and the Eagles on Thursday night.
Here's the kicker, Harrison Butker, ready to get this one started. And off we go from Lincoln Financial Field. Fielded just outside the goal line. And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further. So now here comes the Eagles offense as they get ready to take over. They'll be led out by a Heisman runner-up during his college days. It's the versatile Jalen Hurts.
Tremendous production in college at two different universities, and this is a guy who was a finalist for the Heisman Trophy. Still much more of a runner than a thrower, but has plenty of arm and is capable of making the big throws downfield. And don't underestimate his ability to think the game. Remember,
And the Chiefs are going to get him. The Mississippi State man, Chris Jones, with a sack there.
How about the defense there trying to set the tone on the very first play of the game?
Yeah, there's a little bit of a glow here tonight because they brought the heat right out of the gate. What a good job establishing a tone for this one.
And they need to work to at least get some of this yardage back after the sack. 2nd and 19.
Here's Hurts to throw.
He's going to look deep for Watkins. And that will be incomplete. Trying to dial up the long way out there, but it'll be 3rd down.
Not the desired outcome, but probably won't be the last time we see him take a shot downfield.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long.
Throwing is Hurts.
And on the catch right side, this is Sanders. They do get 18, but even that won't be quite enough. It's 4th down.
On 3rd down, you'll give him that. You just want to make sure that you play the 1st down line. They were able to get him down and force the punt.
Here's Aaron Sipos out now to punt on 4th down.
So possession goes over here on the punt. And it's Chiefs football. 1st and 10.
Time to see what Patrick Mahomes can do here with his first possession. The quarterback out at Texas Tech getting set to lead this KC Chiefs offense.
And simply put, for many, he's the gold standard for quarterbacks in today's NFL because of his ability to create, find the open man, use all the different arm angles that he has. He's a complete package, and boy, his team loves to play around him.
They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
The completion was given up, but that's why you play zone defense, so that you can have people around the ball when it's caught, and you don't give up much run after the catch.
They'll run for the first time with Clyde Edwards-Helaire. And that's going to be a Chiefs 1st down as the tackle made just shy of the 40.
Well, one unit I know you want to watch is that offensive line. If they keep clearing holes like that, it could be a long night defensively.
No doubt about it, because when they are in sync, as we're seeing so far, when that continuity is there and you can see that they're playing off of each other while controlling the defensive front and linebackers, you're exactly right. It could be a very long night for the defense because someone's going to run for some big yardage.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. Here's Mahomes to throw. That one caught by Tyreek Hill. Hill's hit, and he lost the football. And the Eagles have recovered.
And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. And the question, was the knee in fact down before this ball comes loose? And is the video convincing enough to overturn it?
A lot of factors here. Remember, you also need clear possession of football afterwards. This is a tough one to overturn.
So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble.
And not a lot of daylight, not really any daylight inside, as he's going to be stopped right at the line of scrimmage. Brings up second down. So after the run for no gain, here's 2nd and 10.
Edwards-Helaire as they run out of the gun.
And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. It'll go as a loss of a yard, so now they deal with 3rd and 11.
Sometimes being a linebacker in the middle of the field is kind of like being a doctor on the field. You got to make the right diagnosis. Here he correctly sets his run and shoots through to make the play in the backfield.
Throwing is Mahomes on 3rd.
That's caught. It's Demarcus Robinson. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
Now, that was a fun one to watch right there. A nice in-breaking route and plenty of room in the middle of the field. And he was able to get behind the linebackers and grab the completion for a really good pickup.
Throwing on first down is Mahomes.
He'll let this go for the end zone. And that'll be caught. Touchdown, Kansas City. Demarcus Robinson.
Demarcus Robinson, 31 yards. And the Chiefs are going to take a first-quarter lead. The fly route works for the TD grab.
And you know what the receivers love to say? If we get even with the defender, we're leaving. And that's exactly what he did, all the way into the end zone. And then he was on the business end catching it once he got over the stripe.
And now before we get to the extra point, remember all touchdowns do have to be confirmed by the replay official. They're taking a peek at whether or not those feet were in bounds, and obviously a big call here in the end zone.
And not just the feet. How about the hands? How's the ball possessed while the feet are hopefully getting down in bounds? That's what they're trying to look at to see if it all comes together.
So they called it a touchdown originally, and this will stay a touchdown after the video review, so they had it right. Extra point by Butker is on target,
and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
Taken at the goal line. And he had no room to run as he's tackled down inside the 20.
So back onto the field, here come the Eagles for their second drive. And the last drive, the first drive for them, not very good. 3 and out. What do they go to here?
Well, you don't look down at your play sheet and say, this is what the problem is. Let's find out who my playmakers are. Get the ball in their hands, and maybe the offense will move a little bit better.
Sometimes it's more important to get it to the right people rather than dialing up the right number.
Exactly.
Or the right play, yeah.
That too. Well, we all know the guy carrying the ball is going to get the credit both in the stat line and probably in the newspaper. But guess what? Those guys creating holes, they couldn't feel better about themselves right now. Offensive line, tight end, probably even the wide receivers are involved. They're moving the ball well.
Now an option play on second down.
And he will lose yardage on the play. Back at his own 19-yard line. This will be a loss of 3, and now a much tougher third down looming.
Well, that play never really got off the launching pad. He had a linebacker in his face before he had a chance to do much of anything.
Yeah, I think his big boys up front, that offensive line, they've got to do a little bit better job of protecting him if they're going to continue to run the option like this.
And it looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game.
Let's go, defense. Our time. It's our time. 54.
Hurts.
Flushed out right. And he'll take this beyond the line of scrimmage as he slides to a hole. The decision to tuck and run gets him 3, but that's not enough. Now it's 4th. The Eagles send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. His first punt, 45 yards. This looks good as well. A 40-yard punt, no return, and out will come the offense as they take over. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. They've got a 7-0 lead in the football as well as they start out 1st and 10. And incomplete, a drop there in the middle third of the field. That'll bring up 2nd down.
Looked like they had an opportunity for a big play across the middle, but he didn't have the concentration or the focus necessary and dropped it before he could haul it in.
And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Throwing again on 2nd and 10. Mahomes into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Picked off at the 30. And the Eagles are going to get possession of the football as time will run out on this first quarter of play. After 7-0 on EA Sports. Now second quarter action from Philadelphia, and it's the Eagles in possession as they get set to start their drive with a 1st and 10. They're trying for Rager, but it's intercepted. Picked up by Charvarius Ward, and the Chiefs are going to take over once again at their own 25-yard line.
Now this Chiefs offense gets set to go again.
And following the interception, just any interception, are you a little bit more cautious when you start that next drive, or no, you just throw that out the window?
I think you are. I don't think that there's any way you can run back out there and go, totally didn't affect me. Let's just go ahead and be loose with the football again. You're going to take care of it, but you have to be careful about being too cautious because now you can't run any offense at all.
Still want to attack. We'll see how they attack him here. Blocking at the point of attack there was very strong. He had a couple of running lanes.
And I never want to overlook the offensive line, but that's what they get paid to do. How about the quarterback? Everyone thinks all he's going to do is throw the football. His movement and deception can help a running game as well.
One play has him up past the 40 already, and another 1st and 10.
Now a carry for Edwards-Helaire.
And he is met quickly in the backfield. Down he goes, folded like a lawn chair. What a play there by Fletcher Cox to get in and knock him down behind the line.
I'm getting the sense that Fletcher Cox is making offensive linemen want to take the week off when they have to play against him.
It's a regular routine for him, isn't it?
It really is. That play there, that's him all day long. Good luck trying to block him and keep him from disrupting your offense.
After the loss, they'll come up 2nd and 13. Looking to throw is Mahomes. That's out to Hill, right side complete.
Edwards-Helaire, they'll try to run for it.
And he's got enough for the first across midfield to the 48.
Just about every coach we talk to says the crowd shouldn't affect us. That shouldn't be an issue. And in the next breath, they talk about taking the crowd and taking them out of the game by picking up first downs and keeping them at bay. I think we just saw an example of that there, didn't we?
Important to do, especially early in the game like they have. Mahomes now on first down. Open man is Hill. He's got it. And he's corralled, but not before getting it inside the 35.
But one of the ways that quarterbacks keep all the receivers alive in a play, never lock in on any one guy. Make sure you keep your eyes moving, scan the field, and here he finds the open guy for a nice pickup.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Mahomes now to throw. This pass going to be caught by Hardman. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Same result as last play, 14 yards and another first down.
And this was a nice example of an offensive coordinator scheming his guy open. Just a little underneath route, just trying to free up some space, and it worked awfully well. Got him not just space, but plenty of room to run after the catch to pick up really nice yardage.
They go back to the ground with Edwards-Helaire. And he will lose yardage here back at the 23-yard line. Athleticism on display there by Derek Barnett to come up and get him.
That was well defense right there. He saw the play in front of him and able to hold the point of attack. Then he sheds it and goes and makes a tackle for a loss.
That loss of 3, a rare stumble on a promising drive. Here's 2nd and 13. Now Mahomes. Nowhere to turn this time, and he goes down. Sacked back at the 29. That's Derek Barnett coming in and making the play. He seemed to have a reasonable amount of time in the pocket, but he couldn't get rid of the football, and the end result, Charles, him on the ground.
Yeah, he's got to keep an internal clock to go along with his offensive line. When you're talking about 3, 4, 5 seconds, that's a reasonable amount of time to expect to deliver the ball downfield. So great to try and complete a pass, but it's equally important to know when to throw the football away, too.
A reminder coming up in a couple of minutes' time. We'll pay a visit to Jonathan Coachman, the coach in our EA Sports studios. They'll have a look back at the next-gen stats from this first half of action. He'll swing this one out to Edwards-Helaire. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. So as they take it over, we step aside. So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. From the right hash, this from 45 yards away. Butker's kick here is good. And the lead moves to 10-zip. So in the end, they had the ball for 10 plays, but the drive gets them 3, not 6.
Is it okay if I give credit to both sides on this one?
Absolutely.
All right, let's start defensively. They hung in there. 10-play drive, but they stiffened when they got close to the goal line, made them kick a field goal. And for the offense, 10-play drive. They might be a little disappointed they got a field goal, but they moved the ball down the field with dispatch and came away with points.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away. And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. Eagles offense back out, getting set for this next drive. And last time, 1-play interception. So this offense, they should be fresh.
That's a good way of putting it. And I can't wait to see what they decide to do with play calling, because a 1-play drive where you throw an interception, a lot of people think the very next time out, run the football, don't give them a chance.
Maybe play action?
I think maybe you go play action, show your quarterback, get a little confidence in it, and let him fling another one. We didn't need to ask around the league, but we got to confirm this guy's a good player. They've got to find a way to get him more involved, call a few more plays that target him.
Absolutely, because here we are toward the end of the first half, and that's the first target, not just the first catch, first target. And did he get the feet down? No, they'll say he did not. It's incomplete.
Well, there's times when you see these catches that are made, and we just know the guys playing it are really wishing for college rules. Only need that one foot down instead of two. It's awfully difficult on the sideline, isn't it?
After the incomplete pass, here now is 2nd and 10. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's swung out wide to Sanders. And he gets this up across the 35 before he's out of bounds. They get 7 out of that, so they're left with a 3rd and 3. Hurts sets up to throw it. Wide open is Watkins. He's got it. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds.
And that's how you pick up a first down. Not only does he make the catch, but has enough body control to get his feet down inbounds, toe tapping and dragging to make sure he gets it done.
First and 10 here. You know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a one-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. Flush to his right. And he slides and covers up at the end as he's going to be able to pick up decent yardage. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with a little under a minute to go in this first half. 4 yards remain for second down. From the gun, it's Hurts. And that's complete to Sanders. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20.
Let's go.
Seems as if the passing attack's starting to heat up a little bit here in the second quarter.
You can sense and you can see the momentum because now they're reading their patterns downfield, they're understanding the coverages, and they're finding the open holes in the defense.
This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10.
I got you. Mike, 53.
He'll drop to throw. Over the middle to Smith. A gain of 6 there on first.
Right there. Oh, this space.
From the 16, Hurts. Escaping the pressure right. And all the way to the 2-yard line there before crossing over out of bounds.
Offensively, they liked their situation, so they tried to take a shot downfield, but no one was open. So it was tuck it in run time, and he picks up a first down.
First and goal, and they got to be thinking a chance to get right back into this football game. They'll try to run with Sanders. And he was able to shed 1 tackle but could not get away from there. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they stop it with 16 seconds to go in half number 1. Second down and goal. Hurts. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete.
Certainly appeared to take away his first read, and by the time he tried to look elsewhere and find an open target, the coverage was too good. That one falls incomplete.
This is third and goal. This Chiefs defense, they're giving it all they got. They'll set up a throw. And that is incomplete. 7 seconds remaining. So it's been a long drive. They've held the ball for quite a while. Now what do you do here?
Well, to me, at this stage after this drive, this close to the goal line, 3 points would be a letdown. I'm going for it here.
So they won't get a touchdown, but here's a chance to at least get 3 to end the first half. The kick by Elliott is good. And they get themselves on the board here. It's 10-3. Maybe a moral victory of sorts. They're on the board here late in the first half, but this offense just hasn't looked that sharp.
Yeah, but at least they got the 3 points, right? At least have something to, quote-unquote, hang their hats on and maybe feel a little bit better about themselves as they head to the half.
So time it up for a kickoff here. 5 seconds remaining in this first half. From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And in hindsight, probably should have taken a knee as he only gets this out to the 16-yard line. The final second ticks by, and that's going to do it for the first half of play. So we've reached halftime with the visiting Chiefs on top. As we'll send you down the coast now. And now, due to apparent time constraints, we fast forward to the beginning of the second half. Okay, Coach, yeah, adjustments likely going to play a big role in this third quarter in what's been a tight contest so far. For the start of the third quarter, the Chiefs have the lead and set to receive the football. From a couple yards deep, he'll bring it out of the end zone. And he returns this to the 22. Here comes the Chiefs offensive unit as they'll have it to begin quarter number 3. Their defense has done the job. Now it's the offense's turn as they've got it 1st and 10. Mahomes going to throw. They'll set up the screen to Edwards-Helaire. And this will go as a gain of 7 as he gets it to the 30-yard line.
And some play callers, when they go into games, they don't mind calling a lot of screens, and they don't care what down. They were maybe 1 block away from really having something there to start this drive. Good job defensively to cut through the blockers and make the tackle on the screen, or that could have gone for maybe 15 or 20 yards.
Working with a 2nd and 3. Mahomes taps this forward. It's a jet sweep. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. An 11-yard pickup, and it's enough for a Chiefs first down. Boy, an effective play there, getting their wideouts involved in the run game.
And what they're always hoping on that type of a play, that they can get to the end of the line and have a chance to turn it upfield as he did there. That means they controlled the blocking and took care of the defensive end or the outside linebacker to give him that lane.
And I guess I need to clarify, I said getting their wideouts involved in the run game, but of course that was actually a pass as he popped it forward. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Brings up 2nd and 7.
Throwing now is Mahomes. The tight end Kelsey has it over the middle. And he has another first down as they'll get the ball down to the Eagles' 45-yard line. Now after the completion, we're going to get a timeout, an injured player. While the training staff takes a peek, we'll take a break. So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 45-yard line. To throw, it's Mahomes. Over the middle, complete. That's Hill. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down. Now here's Mahomes. He'll find his running back, Edwards-Helaire. And they'll be inside the 35 now at the 34-yard line.
It's a gain of 6. First down, Kansas City.
From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. And looked like some movement there. Let's get the call. And that'll be accepted, of course, and that moves him back 5. Mahomes to throw once more. Catch is made by Hardman. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line.
A gain of 26 yards. And a first down, Chiefs.
From the 13 now, they work on 1st and 10.
Operating from the red zone now, Mahomes. To the right side, it's Kelsey. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
I'm wondering if the same thing went through your mind as mine. When I see a big man like that make a catch, all I keep thinking to myself is, big man with football. Look out, everyone. He may not juke you a whole lot, right? He may not run past you because of his size. You're talking about a guy weighing in the 270 range. But, boy, once he gets his mitts on the ball, he's going to be tough to bring down.
On 2nd down, a run with Edwards-Helaire.
And he takes this into the end zone for a Chiefs touchdown.
Clyde Edwards-Helaire.
A 9-yard touchdown run.
Job,
And the Chiefs take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead.
That seemed pretty ideal there for the offense, Charles. You take a little bit of time off the clock here in the 3rd quarter, decent length drive, and you pad your lead as well at the end of it.
And what it does is let you feel like you're in control of this game, even more so than a 2-touchdown lead, right? Because you have taken that time off, as you noted, which means they couldn't get you off the field. You ran your playbook the way you wanted to, and you gave your defense some rest. What a big-time drive in that situation.
Now after the touchdown, here's Butker on to kick it away.
And here comes a return from just beyond the goal line. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback.
So here are the Eagles now as they get set for their first possession of the 2nd half.
And their deficit a little wider than it was at halftime. Does that touchdown a minute ago change the thinking here at all?
I think it does, at least a little bit, because now urgency has to start setting in. You can't go out there and go 3 and out and run the risk of falling behind substantially. but you have to do it without pressing, because pressing, that'll lead you into bigger errors.
And shedding a man at the 40. And he's going to be out up around the 45-yard line. A big play there on the catch and run. The big play to start him out has him at the 45 already.
Hurts a handoff to Sanders.
And no room that time, getting it to about the 46. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
At the 46-yard line.
On 2nd and 9. Hurts.
He'll hit Watkins on the crossing route. And he'll be brought down with a first down as the tackle's made at the Chiefs' 25-yard line.
And, partner, they're locked in man coverage out left, and they end up running a crossing route. Rounded it a little bit more than a slant. He's just going to angle himself towards the right side of the field, and that's very difficult for a defender to shadow him across all that ground.
Still in search of their first touchdown of the game, but they're on the move. 1st and 10.
Throwing is Hurts.
The Sanders has got it complete. They'll contain him to just 4. 2nd down.
So many things have to come together just right for a screen pass to break for big yardage. The blocking, the timing of the pass to the runner, everything has to fit together just right. But on that play, the defense was able to disrupt things and hold it to a short gain.
It's a 2nd down run with Sanders. And a couple of yards as they move it from the 21 to the 19.
Definitely too early to panic, but that is his 4th carry of the game, and collectively has in total 10 yards. So maybe there's no panic, but maybe some concern.
Yeah, and maybe a little concern up front because they're not giving him any space right now.
Mike. Coming, baby. I'm coming, baby. Boys, you got this. 53's the Mike. 53.
Hurts.
Toward the end zone, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
These guys had to settle for a field goal their last time moving the ball down the field. They may have to do it again on this drive. That could be frustrating.
Yeah, I don't want to be cliche, but at least they were able to get 3 last time. 3 here, not the worst thing in the world. And for the 2nd time tonight, this field goal unit comes out here. It'll be from the right hash, and it'll be a 36-yarder. The kick by Elliott is good. And a second field goal here gets him back within 11 now. It's 17-6.
So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the 3rd quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send the message that says, hey, we're not going away.
After the field goal, here's Elliott to kick it away.
Fielded just outside the goal line. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21. The Chiefs offense about set to begin this drive. And they're hoping to redo their efforts in the last drive when they got into the end zone.
And just think of what it's like now on the sideline, because when you score a touchdown, you have to go over and look at the tablet and see what you did on the last drive. When you score points, it's a whole lot better view than when you're trying to figure out how to fix things there.
One quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports.
2nd down, back to Edwards-Helaire.
They'll be brought down on the 30-yard line after a gain of 6.
That's it. That's what you want. Straight ahead positive gain. Just keep that clock ticking.
The Chiefs on third down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They need just a yard here. It's 3rd and 1. From the gun, it's Mahomes. He's got his man. That's Hardman. And he will have a Chiefs first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
And I think there defensively, they were so intent on stopping the run that they kind of got caught out of position. This is just a simple pitch and catch for a first down.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10. They'll run. It's Edwards-Helaire. They'll get about 3 as he's brought down right around the 42. I'm sure that that's going to be the formula. Just keep the ball on the ground. Keep that clock moving.
And when you have the lead this late in the game, above all, stay in bounds. Yes, take care of the football. Yes, gain yardage, but stay in bounds and let that clock tick.
On 2nd and 7, Mahomes. It's Kelsey on the grab.
Well, that should be a reminder defensively, and I think it's a reminder to myself because you just can't sell out to stop the run. There's still enough time that this offense can move the football through the air, even on 1st and 2nd downs, and they obviously picked the right spot to throw the ball there.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. Meanwhile, Mahomes' throw caught by his receiver, Hill. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30.
Partner, I like that they're staying aggressive on offense because, to me, this drive is what is known as a put-away drive. You score here, that might put this one to bed. I like the fact that they're playing with confidence and not playing with fear.
Mahomes now on 1st down. Toward the center of the field, but it's incomplete. How good has he been throwing the football, though? And despite that incompletion, that's just the 3rd time he's been off target this entire game.
And Brandon, I've been on the other side of this equation, trying to defend a guy who's been this hot, and it chips away at your confidence. And when you're not confident when you're trying to defend, it makes you slower to the football, and it leads to more completions for them.
And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. No gain on that one as it brings up a 3rd and 10. Looking to throw is Mahomes. Complete, the tight end Kelsey. And he'll be brought down at the 28, and that is well short of the 1st. Good defense holds him to only a yard, and it'll be 4th down.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
So on 4th down, Mahomes off, Harrison Butker on for the Chiefs field goal. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Chiefs in possession of the ball as we welcome you back. They've got a 4th down here in a game that looks to have been decided already. Butker's kick here is good. And that will get the lead up to 14. So good kick there to polish off the drive with 3 points.
Yeah, coaches always talk about finishing a drive with a kick. 2 of them give you points, either an extra point or, in this case, a field goal.
After the field goal, here's Butker to kick it away.
From a yard or two deep, here comes a return. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Hurts and the Eagles now down by 2 touchdowns. 1:53 remaining. Their offense has struggled all night, and now they need to find 2 scores late to try to pull this thing out. Now a deep ball here, hauled in just past the 50. And they finally get him down, but not before he reaches the 34. A big play there for Philly. That one was hard to fathom. They were in the dime. They had 6 DBs back there. They still lost it.
Great word, because I'm right there with you. I don't understand how they couldn't pick him up. But don't be surprised next week early, there's some extra people in the locker room. Maybe a tryout or 2 for those guys who missed him.
Now the result here, a pickup of 8. Leaves him with 2 to go on second down. Now we've reached the 1-minute mark in this game. Throwing again on second down. Hurts. It's caught. Smith. First down now, but that clock rolling. Now Hurts will turn and signal for a timeout, as they'll stop it with a little over 30 ticks to go in the football game.
So from inside the 20, here's 1st and 10 at the 18. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts.
It's caught on the right side. It's Smith. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts, as they'll stop it with 25 ticks remaining on the clock.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Eluded. And he is into the end zone for the touchdown. So they still need a miracle with the clock where it's at, but they get one piece to the puzzle done.
Still have hope.
Okay, game on. Don't go anywhere yet. You got a 1-score game now. Probably going to rely on the onside kick coming up.
Yeah, they have to. It's not a high percentage play, but it's better than not having a chance at all. And that's when you put your leapers and your flyers on one side, get that high hop, and hope that one of the guys can come up with it.
And on the other side, get that hands team ready.
No doubt about it.
On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. It's up and good, a 7-point margin. It's 20-13 now. The drive summary that time, 5 plays. And it results in a 4-yard touchdown run. The clock showing 19 seconds to go. And this is going to be recovered by the hands team. And that should just about put a capper on this one. Victory in the cards now for the Chiefs as they take a knee here. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they get it with 16 seconds remaining on the clock. Mahomes down to a knee, and that should just about write a finish to this one. So this one in the win column for Kansas City. And I tell you, this was a fun one. Just a close game. Nothing comes easy in this league, as you know. They had to work for that victory.
I've got to go back to what you just said. Nothing comes easy in this league. How many times have we talked to coaches prior to a game and assessed, the strengths, the weaknesses, the whole deal?